I am going to finish matric and then I'm going to go to university.
And I'm going to get every qualification I need, graduate on time, get a good job, and be rich.
Hey, what a joke, my darling. Hello fellow Earthlings, welcome back to my channel Tlacho's World. My name is Tlacho and this is my channel where I just talk about things and just show maybe some weird stuff and some weird videos. So today's video is about something, but basically this is more of like a personal experience. I just want to tell you guys my experience and things that I learned about university, and that some of my high school teachers were actually liars, okay? I'm not saying all of them were liars, and I'm not saying that them telling me those lies was a bad thing. I understand that they were trying to make me ambitious and me look beyond what was within, like, you know, the school parameter, and they just wanted me to leave high school and go somewhere better, as to say, or like somewhere where I can betterly shape my future. But some things I just feel like they should have just, you know, they should have just kept quiet, or they should have just not mentioned such things, because then you have all these expectations, and then when you get to university, things kind of turn, I don't know. It's all fun and games until all you want to do is just graduate. The truth about university is that you might just graduate on something that you didn't even major in from first year. Meaning that, you know, first year you might come in, then you're like, I want to become a CA. Then next thing, you're graduating with a whole information systems degree, or you're graduating with an economics degree. Like, yeah, some people, they do start off with the same degree and end off with it, but some things might change. Like when you're in uni and you actually do the actual course, you might realize that maybe it's not just for you, because, you know, you might have the brains for something, but if like your personality kind of clashes with it, or there's no passion in it, there's just, well, yeah, you might not graduate in what you registered in. It's life. Or you just might branch out to something else. It can be similar to your course and it can be different from your course, but that is up to you, because things can change. And don't take change as failure. It's not failure. It just happens that sometimes you realize when you're doing something, you realize that it's not really for you, so you might just, you know, move on to something else. Another thing is that you might not even graduate on record time.
It's all fun and games until all you wanna do is just graduate.
Another thing is that the workload can become flames. Lots and lots of flames. What is that? It's the workload. I'm trying to put it out. It's a lot of work.
Wait, what are you doing?
Don't put water on it. Those are books.
Well, you said the workload is flames, so I was trying to put some water so I can turn off the flames. Man, university is hard.
Okay. Your workload will get hectic. Sometimes your workload will just get hectic. Like you'll have assignments on assignments, modules on modules, test dates after test dates, hand-ins after hand-ins, tutorials after tutorials. Yeah, the workload will just really pile up. And if sometimes the workload might not even pile up, sometimes you just might just have a difficult module. But even if you have an easy module, that doesn't mean that, oh my gosh, this course is kind of gonna be like going through the waves. No. In university, it doesn't work that way. In university, any kind of module, anything, and I mean anything, even if it means working with your hands, it can get really messy. It can get messy really quick in university, like in terms of workload. It can get crazy, it can be a lot, and you have to learn how to not neglect a module, because you might neglect it and then next thing it's just the work is just, whoa, like the work is a lot. Another thing that is very important in terms of university is your mental health. But if there's one place where my mental health was not completely destroyed, but was just, it was just not stable, with university. Your mental health is very important in university, okay? Do not neglect it. Like, just don't. Because I neglected mine and things did not go well at all. Because your mental health somehow can creep in your schoolwork. So don't neglect it and don't think, I'll be fine. Stop it, okay? If you feel like you're not fine and you just want to cry. Like, university is just so hard. Like, I can't do this anymore. I can't take it. Like, I'm dying. I don't know. It's just hard. Like, cry. If you want to scream, scream. If you want to, if you want to express yourself and it's like a negative emotion or something, let it all out. Don't bottle it in and be like, I'm a strong person. Because I know, because I had very bad anxiety. My anxiety was so bad that I went to go see a doctor and I thought I was sick, right? Then the doctor said, no, you're not sick. You just have a lot of anxiety. And the doctor said, your heartbeat is crazy. Like, my heart was pounding, like it was pounding a lot. And then also I had a lot of tension headaches. Like, I had so much tension in my body was just tense. And I thought that, stuff like that isn't a big deal. I mean, everybody has tension. Everybody gets anxious. That's what I thought, right? That was not a good way of thinking. I feel like I was just supposed to relax and calm down at that moment. And if I was sad, I was supposed to cry. I wasn't supposed to just bottle up in and just move on and be like, okay, wait, I need to get my degree. I need to focus. Yes, true. But you can't focus when your heart is racing at a crazy beat and your thoughts are not okay and you want to cry, but you're like, okay, tears, I'll see you guys later. Not today, maybe another day. No, do not neglect your mental health and your emotions. Yes, do not neglect your mental health or your emotions. It can really, just as the workload piles up when you neglect it, so does your mental health and your emotional health. It does pile up. And when you break, you break. And I broke at the wrong time. I broke down in my exams. And I wrote my exams while I was broken. Did I pass them? Oh. Another thing about university, you will gain weight. I think like the gaining weight part, it varies. I school far from home, so I eat from the food they provide here. And if you're far from home and you don't have time to cook, where are you gonna go to? You're gonna go to the stores, right? You're gonna go to the shops. Okay, maybe some people can go to the store and go straight to the vegetable section and the fruit section, okay? I, on the other hand, will go look at the hot wings, the cakes, the chocolates, the chips. I'll go look at the junk. And when you go to places, you prefer to go to a fast food restaurant. And because there's freedom and your mom is not there to be like, don't eat that chocolate, because my mom is that mom. So my mom used to be strict on what we eat. My mom is one of those mommies like, eat your veggies. Did you have an apple today? Did you know that an apple per day keeps the doctor away? Right? That's the saying, right? Basically, the person that made me eat a lot of healthy things at home is my mom. And whenever I go home, I do lose weight because, if you come in our kitchen, the fruit is just chilling there. So obviously, me in university, honey, let me tell you what I have. So usually when I'm hungry or when I don't want to, I can't cook because I live in res. Our res doesn't allow us to cook. And besides that, if you can cook your own stuff, you don't have to cook healthy stuff. So of course, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that my mom isn't around. So mama ain't around, ain't nobody going to tell me, eat your veggies.
have like Easter eggs here, and this. We have sweet, you know.
These products are not sponsored, or this is not for commercial purposes. Basically, what I'm trying to say is my diet changed when I got to university. Maybe yours will change too. My first year, I was more unhealthy. Now I'm a little bit much better, because that is very small for what I used to have. Okay, I could not go a week without chocolate, so I'd always have at least 2 slabs of chocolate in my room for a week, and I gained a lot of weight from that. I did gym it off though. I managed to get rid of the weight, and now I'm at according to my BMI, I'm actually on my healthiest weight. But yes, in university, yeah, you might just gain weight. They call it, there is a lot of names for this. The freshest spread, there's the first year spread, there's so many ways to call it. But yes, I did gain weight, and I do remember first year I had like a little bit of like chubby cheeks. I didn't even know I could gain weight because I had a thin like body. When I was in high school I was thinner, when I was in primary I was thinner. When I get to university, a lot of things changed. Another point I'd like to address is also the term that you meet your realest friends in university. People do say that when you come to university, that's when you meet your real friends. That's when you stop. There's the saying that you won't hang out with your high school friends anymore. BS. I'm sorry, that is BS. I still talk to some of my high school friends. As a matter of fact, I can talk about a lot of things with some of my high school friends today. Not all of them, obviously, but I believe that it's not about that you meet your real friends in university, because in university I learned one thing. People can be fake, okay? People can be fake, and even your own circle of friends can be fake. Like, your friends can be so fake. Your friends will maybe cheer you on when they see you, and behind your back they may be laughing at you, and they might even be making rumors about you. And that's just the same thing as high school. I believe that there's no such place as to find a true friend. I just believe that if someone's a true friend, they're a true friend. It doesn't matter if you met them in the bus, if you met them in university, you met them in your workplace. No. It doesn't matter where you met someone. I just feel like if someone's a true friend, they're a true friend. In university, you can meet very fake friends. Like, fake friends, okay? And one thing I can tell you is that fake friends exist everywhere. There's no such thing as you get to university, then all of a sudden every friend that you have is going to be your realest friend. They're going to be there with you till the end. Some people will freaking leave you and just leave you. Some people might just feel like they're becoming too cool to be around you, or you're not at their level, so like they want to be with those kids, because those things still exist in university. They really still do. Like, as much as people think that stuff ends in high school, it really doesn't. Like, there's still that thing of like, I want to be like with those rich kids, or I want to be with those like the pretty girls or whatever. So the whole term of that you find your real friends in university, BS. You can find a real friend anywhere, okay? And yes, in university I have found some real friends, true, and I've found some fake friends too. You have to also like figure out who's really for you and who's really not for you. And please don't stick around with people who are lukewarm for you. Because another interesting one I learned is that university is not a hot spot for soulmates. I don't know how to explain this. I remember when I was in high school, this is what my teacher told me.
I mean, I don't even understand why you girls are worried about all these boys in your class and all the boys playing soccer on the field the whole day and smell like sweat. But once you reach university, there'll be an abundant amount of men to date. And guess what? You will meet one man where you two will graduate together. And after you graduate together, he will marry you. He will get a job. He's probably going to even be rich. And because you guys are both from university, that could mean you guys both have brains. Not only will you be married to your university soulmate, but you guys will even have intelligent kids together and live happily ever after.
Not only am get a degree and good qualifications and a good job.
But I'm gonna get married too?
When I was 13 years old, my older brother told me something that I should have taken very seriously.
Bro, I need some boy advice.
You like boys now?
Yes, I love boys. I'm boy crazy.
Okay, listen. I'm telling you this because I really love you, okay? There's something you need to know about boys. About 99.9% of boys just want to get in your pants.
Ugh, no way. I'm wife material and I'm an innocent girl with a nice, awesome personality.
There will be guys that see that and see you as a wife and stuff. But majority of them, they want to get in the pants, sweetheart. They want to go in the pants.
Why are you lying to me so much? You know what, Mom? Do something about your son.
You will remember this conversation one day.
What's crazy is that I believed my teacher. That's crazy. I did not believe my brother because I feel like my brother was more honest than anybody else. You know what? I feel like some people will meet their soulmates in university. But as I said, soulmates, friends, okay? University is not the only place where you're going to meet them. Like, it's not the only place where you can meet a soulmate or a friend, okay? It's not there are many places, guys. There are so many countries in the world, so many places to visit, and so many humans born every day and humans that are here today that you could actually build any kind of relationship with, from a worst enemy to a lover to a friend to a whatever. For you to think that university is the only place, your soulmate might not be at university, and it's not a big deal, okay? It's not a big deal. And I don't understand why our teachers would tell us that the happily ever after was university. I don't know if they were saying that because they just really wanted us to do our work and leave the school. Maybe that's what they wanted. Or they were just saying that because maybe it happened to them and they think that maybe it's going to happen to another person. And like I said, life is different. Some people, that's going to happen for them. And I find that very beautiful that they found such, in such environments. Because in university, whoa, man, like the amount of guys that have just wanted me for, like, I don't have a problem with anybody that, I don't have a problem with girls who wouldn't mind entertaining these guys that think that way about them. There's nothing wrong. If you interested in doing that, do so, have your fun. But if you're not looking for that and you're looking for something a little bit more committed and stuff like that, put your hopes up too high when it comes to getting into a romantic relationship, a romantic committed relationship with someone in university, especially the university I'm in. I believe that the university I'm in is like maybe I'd say it's not a dating safe environment. I'd say it's a very dangerous space to date. If you watch all these college movies, those movies where they show people in college always going out to party and your partying lifestyle will increase, honey. Well, my fellow Earthlings, I got some news for you. You can party. Oh my goodness, you can party, okay? But partying is gonna come with some limits, and lots of limits. You cannot go out from Monday to Sunday. If you wanna be the distinction kid, or you want to be the kid that passes, or you want to get this degree, or whatever, you cannot go every freaking day. And you go from Monday to Sunday to party, and then you start again Monday, partying non-stop, drinking non-stop. That life is not sustainable in university. I've seen people sustain that life. Some people, they can. I, on the other hand, when I want to go out and party, I have to plan. Not just plan in terms of I'm planning the party. I'm not gonna be the party planner. There's plenty of parties, and not only partying, but there's also clubbing you can go to once you're in university, and there'll be drink specials and everything. But let me tell you something, okay? When the workload is starting to get messy, if I were you, I'd forget the parties. I would forget the life that they said, that the life they showed us on those movies, all that nonsense they told us that we can party all we want, we can go to all those bashes. If I were you, I would just put them out of my mind. Workload starts doing this. You cannot be out here going out there to go to whatever. I think it's just best to just stay in and just do your work, okay? It's not a big deal, okay? There's a party next week, and I guarantee you if there's not a party next week, the clubs are still open. They pretty much always are open. So sometimes some events will even be repeated. So maybe you didn't attend this year, there might be one next year. So yeah, that whole party lifestyle nonsense. When it comes to your partying lifestyle in university, don't be messy. I'd say balance it out. You know, don't party way too much. They say that university is the best experience of your life, or the best times of your life. Something like that, something along those lines. Was university the best times of my life? Well, not always. Maybe sometimes, yes. University for me, honestly, it was just a continuation of high school, just high school on steroids. I'm sorry, I don't know why they say that. I really don't know why they say that. Maybe I'll know once I'm working or I'm in the working place. Maybe that's where I'll see that, oh my gosh, actually university was great. But then I don't know if university is great, because I remember when I was in primary school, I hated primary school. No, when I was in preschool, I was so excited to go to primary school. And then you know what happened? I got into primary school. When I got into primary school, I missed preschool. Because in preschool, we didn't have to write stuff. In preschool, we would make necklaces with macaronis. Life was so freaking easy. But in primary, now we're writing stuff and we're learning how to read. And now the library teachers want us to read all the time. Not that reading is a bad thing, it's just that, you know, now you have to read. Then I got tired of primary, right? Then I wanted to go to high school. I was so excited. Yay, high school. Yay, boys. Yay, high school. Yay, puberty. Oh, actually, puberty. But anyways, I was excited for high school. I got to high school. What happened when I was in high school? I started hating it. I was like, when am I gonna go to university? Yeah, oh my gosh, high school sucks. Oh my goodness, teenage stage, all those awkward things, that awkward teenage stage I had. All those things, what happens? I get to university. Yay, I'm in university. Now I'm in university. I'm just here like,
it's all fun and games until all you wanna do is just graduate.
and probably when I'll be working, I'll be like, maybe right now I'm busy here going like, oh, once I'm done with university, I'm gonna go to blah 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 blah. Then I get to blah 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 blah. Then I realize that, oh my goodness, blah 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 blah, it's not really that nice. So my thing is that this whole thing of best experience in life, guys, we should find this person who came up with this quote that university is one of the best experiences in life, so that they can tell us what they did. Because I need that person's advice, because this is not fun. But one thing I know is that in the end, it will be worth it. The benefit of it will be beautiful. But to say that it was the best experience of my life, lack of sleep. Did you know there was a time whereas I was sleeping on 4 hours per day? 4 hours. I was a walking zombie on campus. And then somebody out there says that that is the best stuff you could go through in your life. How sarcastic are you? Maybe this person was being ironic and then people thought this person was actually telling the truth. My word, man, who is this person? So that is it for today, okay? And if you're a university student, I would like to hear from you. What is something you learned about university that you feel like people should emphasize, not emphasize, but like warn people on, okay? It can be work related, can be something about lecturers, but yeah, you can say anything about it, my fellow Earthling. It would be nice to hear from you guys and your experiences in university. You can also tell me stories. I won't reveal them, but it would be an interesting video if you guys told me your university stories and I acted them out. That would be very interesting. But anyways, I would, but if I were to do that, like act out your university stories, I would keep you anonymous. I will definitely keep you anonymous. And thank you for watching, you fellow Earthling. And university, it's rough. Okay, rough.
Story of my life.
All fun and games until all you wanna do is just graduate.